I'm glad to be back here. It's a wonderful thing to be back here. Because my age, it's a wonderful thing to be anywhere. We got a nice show lined up for you, and looking forward to doing it. And I think, Martha, why don't we do another one since we're right
Well,
here?
we might as well since we're here. Why don't you come over here on your banjo and we'll do an old tune called Make Me a Pallet on Your Floor.
Okay. Make me a pallet on your floor. Make me a pallet on your floor. Make it soft, make it low, so I will never know. Make me a pallet on your floor. These blues are everywhere I see. Worried blues are everywhere I see. Blues all around me, they're everywhere I see. Nobody's had these blues like me. Make me a pallet on your floor. Make me a pallet on your floor. Make it soft, make it low, so that you will never know. Make me a pallet on your floor. Come all you good time friends of mine. Come all you good time friends of mine. When I had $1, you treated me just fine. Where'd you go when I only had a dime? Make me a pallet on your floor. Make me a pallet on your floor. Make it soft, make it low, so that you'll never know. Make me a pallet on your floor. Make me a pallet on your floor. Make me a pallet on your floor. Make it soft, make it low, so that you'll never know. Make me a pallet on your floor. All right, we got that. Pretty good.
Oh boy, that was such good picking. I just want to hear some more of that. If you want to pick another little bit on your banjo, we'll get you to do a banjo tune here that you wrote, if you don't mind.
Yes, my dear.
See, Eddie's from Central Virginia, a little town called Scottsville below Charlottesville, and that's Thomas Jefferson country. And so he wrote a tune for his friend Tommy. See, they used to play fiddle and banjo tunes together, you know. And so Eddie wrote a tune for Mr. Jefferson, and he calls it TJ's Breakdown. We wanted to get him to play that for you here.
Well, he was a good fiddle player now, Martha. Don't sell him short now. Do that.
I think Mr. Jefferson would have liked that.
Yeah, Tommy would have liked that, no problem.
Let's take it a little bit more, I guess, a little bit into the 20th century now, and we'll do a little bit of something, I guess, that you'd have to call the blues. But you know, there's a lot of blues in the bluegrass music that we play, and we're just going to go back and peel it back a little bit and go back to the more blues side of it and do an old one called the Matchbox Blues.
Yeah, if you ask Bill Monroe, a lot of people out there may wonder about this. If you ask Bill Monroe where he got his music from, he would always say, well, I took a little bit of the blues, I took a little bit of the hillbilly music, which was country music at the time. I mixed them together, added a 5-string banjo, and speeded it up. And if you think about that, it's down this regular old horse cinch type stuff. That's about what bluegrass is, so he had it right.
Let's do it. Matchbox.
Matchbox? A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3.
Matchbox will hold my clothes. Sitting here wondering if a matchbox will hold my clothes. I ain't got no matches, but I got a long way to go.
I'm an old poor boy, long way from home. An old poor boy, long way from home. I guess I'll never be happy. Everything I do is wrong.
Sitting here wondering if a matchbox will hold my clothes. Sitting here wondering if a matchbox will hold my clothes. I ain't got no matches, but I got a long way to go.
Let me be your little dog until your big dog comes. Let me be your little dog until your big dog comes. When your big dog gets you showing what the split puppy done.
Sitting here wondering if a matchbox will hold my clothes. Sitting here wondering if a matchbox will hold my clothes. I ain't got no match, but I got a long way to go.
Oh, yeah. A little bit of the blues there. Eddie, stay there on your guitar and let's get him a tune here called The Windy and Warm.
Yeah, that's a good old tune. This came out of Noah's Ark on crutches, I think.
do a little newer tune here. It was written by a friend of ours named Randall Hilton. This is one of our favorites of Randall's, and it's called Slippers with Wings.
Susie was 3 when she first blessed our home. We loved her as much as a child of our own, but her little legs were all twisted and frail. It was never meant for Susie to be well. In her little bedtime prayer she would say, Lord, I know you've been busy today, but when you get some time, oh please, pretty please, can I have some slippers with wings? Ooh, she loved to watch the kids on the playground nearby. They'd call Susie's name, she'd wave and say hi. Her tiny teardrops would leave a window stain, but it wasn't like our Susie to complain. She'd just say to her brown puppy dog, little Scampy, I know it won't be long till I run and play tag like my friends. God's sending me pretty slippers with wings. Susie turned 4, but her tiny hands grew weak. Pain took its toll and the color left her cheeks. Christmas Eve came and I prayed by Susie's bed. I can still hear the last words she said. Mommy, Mommy, there's a man dressed in white. Daddy, look, he's shiny and bright, and he's holding some ribbon and string round a pretty pair of slippers with wings. And if ever I was certain of one certain thing, Susie's wearing golden slippers with wings.
All right, Slippers with Wings.
Boy, I get choked up every time I do
Yeah,
that song.
he wrote a lot of songs in the Lewis family, a group that a lot of you folks out there know. Recorded 75 of his songs, so he was a great songwriter, and I think he's been on this show several times too, and he was a mighty close friend of ours, and that was a wonderful song right there. And that's the way he wrote all of his songs.
We want to do one now for him called Up Around the Bend, Eddie?
Yeah, well, we got about 10 minutes, so we want to do that right here. That'd be fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Either you can do Mrs. Robinson first.
Yeah, let's do the Miss
All right.
Robinson first.
All right. Nice thing about this is we can just switch horses in midstream if we want to. And Eddie's going to do a banjo tune for you here that goes back to his days with the country gentleman. This is one that you wouldn't necessarily expect to be a banjo tune, but it makes a dandy one. It's one by Simon and Garfunkel from years ago.
I thought that was Feynman and Sargunkel.
Well, it might be. Can hardly remember. Called Mrs. Robinson. Surprise, surprise. All right, now we'll go ahead and do that one that I started to tell you we were going to do a minute ago. This is one called Up Around the Bend. And you may never have heard Bill Monroe do it, but we're sure going to do it here. And if you want to put your...
Well, I want to say one thing, Martha, before we start doing this tune here, that it starts off slow and then it tapers off.
Oh,
Is that all right with you?
oh, that's...
Okay.
There's a place up ahead and I'm going fast as my feet can fly. Come away if you're going. Leave a sinking ship behind.
Come on, rising wind, we're going up around the bend.
Bring a song and a smile for the banjo. You better get while the getting's good. Hitch a ride to the end of the highway where the neons turn to woods.
Come on, rising wind, we're going
certainly had a wonderful time playing for you here today, and we're going to take it out with just a tad of an old song called Cumberland Gap. It's Eddie and Martha Adcock saying so long, we'll see you next time down the road. Blues. That's an old tune from the 20s, I think, and makes a nice banjo tune. I think it came out of the jazz field, and bluegrass and blues and jazz and old hillbilly and country music are closely associated in many ways. So, and that's an example of it right there.
Okay, and we want to bring it just a little bit further up in the calendar and do one that was written by Mr. Jimmy Skinner.
You up to the 40s now.
I guess it was. Mr. Jimmy Skinner was a fine country music star from decades past, and he wrote a lot of good songs and a lot of bluegrass songs, too.
My dad's favorite singer.
And here's one of his that's called Don't Do It and It Won't Be on Your Mind.
If you're thinking about stepping out tonight, even though he badly treats you right, it's not the thing to do, 'cause cheating leaves you blue. Don't do it and it won't be on your mind. Don't do it and it won't be on your mind. Don't slip around and drink the warm red wine. It's not the thing to do, 'cause cheating leaves you blue. Don't do it and it won't be on your mind. You're thinking looks so fine, you'd better know he's not the quiet kind. And no matter where you go, everybody's gonna know. Don't do it and it won't be on your
slip around and drink the warm red wine. It's not the thing to do, 'cause cheating leaves you blue. Don't do it and it won't be on your mind.
That little girl who lives across the way, she's bound to make you wanna cheat someday. You'll wanna hold her tight, kiss those ruby lips goodnight, but don't do it and it won't be on your mind. Don't do it and it won't be on your mind. Don't slip around and drink the warm red wine. It's not the thing to do, 'cause cheating leaves you blue. So don't do it and it won't be on your mind. Now you may play the time with someone new and live it up the way you used to do. You can dance the night away, but the fiddler you must pay. Don't do it and it won't be on your mind. Don't do it and it won't be on your mind. Don't slip around and drink the warm red wine.
It's not the thing to do, 'cause cheating leaves you blue. Don't do it and it
Won't be on your mind.
You can dance the night away, but the fiddler you must pay. Don't do it and it won't be on your mind. Don't do it and it won't be on your mind.
Oh, don't do it and it won't be on your mind. That's a good rule to follow, I'll tell you that.
Sure is.
It's not, I don't like that play now and pay later type stuff, so keep it together if you can out there in radio land.
You just keep on playing here, but make sure it's your banjo. We want you to do a song that, actually it's a tune that you wrote. How about one that's kind of written about what our lifestyle is, called Road Warrior.
Road Warrior, yeah.
Road Warrior.
Yeah, my trusty old Deering banjo will get us through this. Warrior. Yeah, that was a workout.
That was good for us.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, workout.
Story of our lives there.
Let's do a gospel song here.
Okay.
Eddie. I think
Sure.
the folks might enjoy that.
Sounds good to me.
Here's one that we recorded a while back. It's called Where Will I Shelter My Sheep?
at God's door.
Okay, I always love the gospel songs, and that's one of my favorites, and I guess that's why we do it.
Well, how about do a banjo tune for us?
Another banjo tune.
Yes, another banjo tune. We're in a
All
banjo.
kinds of banjos
We're in a
today.
banjo mood today. Here's one of his that. Now this tune is kind of one of those little kind of
It's a
crazy ones.
strange ditty.
It's one that he wrote, and he calls it Devil's Run.
Now, I wrote this right after getting hit with a bus up in Canada.
Oh, okay. I see now. It's not about the devil, but it was
Head
written.
rocking, and I wrote this tune.
It was written after a little creek that was in Virginia, and we were driving and we were going over these different creeks, and they have Bull Run and all these little creeks in Virginia they call Run, and so we were driving over one called Devil's Run, and he figured that was a good title for this one. So how about pick that one for us?
Like we said, it was a little bit of craziness in that, but you got to be a little bit crazy to drive 70 to 100,000 miles a year on the road in a little box. They call them cars and trucks, but that helps. We carry 2 cats on the road with us. Also, Mang and Nip. We have a license plate that says MANGNIP, and I can tell you how many thousands of people says, what in the world does that mean? But we're cat people, and we love having them on the road with us. We're a little bit crazy. When you're out there as much as we are, you get a little crazy, don't you, Martha?
You sure
I believe
do.
you do.
You sure do.
The Lord's riding with us, I'll tell you, and He has to be. He's really, he should be careful who He rides with, I'll tell you. It's just really something.
Oh, Lord. Eddie, I think we better do another song here. Let's do a song that was written by Billy Troy Graves.
Yes,
His last
Josh
name
Graves'
is
kid.
Yep, his last name is Graves because, well, Uncle Josh, the king of the dobro, is his daddy. This is a mighty pretty song that we had a request to do. It's called "The Rose on the Riverbank."
She stands at the water's edge to watch the river flow, thinking of her long-lost love and why he had to go. She knows his life is over, he will return no more, and each day she remembers upon the river shore. There's a rose upon the riverbank, reaching toward the sun. The dew shines on the petals as another morning comes. There's a rose upon the riverbank, bending with the wind. It blossoms in the summer, then it's gone again. Her tears are softly falling gently to the ground. The sparkle in the water calls to her, then gently pulls her down. Now the lovers drift together, and this the river knows. She promised him forever when he gave to her a rose. There's a rose upon the riverbank, reaching towards the sun. The dew shines on the petals as another morning comes. There's a rose upon the riverbank, bending with the wind. It blossoms in the summer, then it's gone again. His hand was on her shoulder, she did turn around, looked into her lover's eyes and smiled without a sound. And they did love each other with a meadow for their bed. The river was their music and the rose grew at their heads. There's a rose upon the riverbank, reaching toward the sun. The dew shines on the petals as another morning comes. There's a rose upon the riverbank, bending with the wind. It blossoms in the summer, then it's gone again.
Rose upon the riverbank.
Want to jump
Yep.
up a little bit?
I think we will. Let's do something crazy and silly here.
Oh, right up your
I've always
alley.
enjoyed the silly stuff myself. And
Uh-huh.
just the nature of the beast. So,
We'll do one that takes us back to, I guess, in the 50s.
55, 56.
Back when Eddie used to pretend he was Carl Perkins and Elvis Presley all rolled up into one, I think.
You better believe it.
But we enjoy this one, I guess both
I
of us.
had everything but the looks.
This is one called Baby Let's Play House.
Well, listen to me, baby. Try to understand. I'd rather see you dead, little girl, than to be with another man. Come back, baby, come back now. Come back, baby, come back. Come back, baby, wanna play house with you. back, don't you be nobody's fool. Come back, baby, come back now. Come back, baby, come back. Come back, baby, I want to dance with you.
Baby, 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 well, come back, baby, well, I wanna be house with you. Baby, 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 well, I come back, baby, well, I wanna be house with you. Baby, 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 well, I come back, baby, well, I wanna be house with you. Baby, 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 baby.
Baby, Let's Play House. That's Elvis's, I think it was about his first big hit record. I think that was what it was.
I was born then, but I was too little to remember.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't much older than you, just 11 years. Okay.
Well, how about do a fine old banjo tune here?
Black Mountain Rag. Let me tune down here for this one.
That's right. He's got to put it
Give
in.
y'all a lesson on how to do the detuning on a banjo.
Pretty
Tell
simple,
them all about
actually.
it, honey.
That's all you do is tune down these two strings here and move that little thingy doodle there and make sure it's in.
Simplified the heck out of that.
Yep,
mother.
yep. This is an old tune that some people know as Green Mountain Hop, but I think it was originally called Black Mountain Rag, so that's the way we're going to do it. Does that banjo know this one? Okay, that's good.
Yeah, but the picks don't. thank y'all very much. We're going to just hit a couple notes of something else here on the old guitar as we go out here. And we've enjoyed today and this show, and we'll be looking for you down the line somewhere. Have a great time today. Remember the Lord.